Good evening, class. This is Mohammed Agdar, and today I'll be talking about 4 social media terms that I have been studying in the past week, and I will tell you a little background about each one of them. The first term is content marketing. Content marketing is a marketing strategy based on attracting and retaining customers through the creation and distribution of valuable content such as videos, white papers, guides, and infographics. Content marketers tend to look to build customers' loyalty and influence decisions by providing useful, entertaining, and educational media. It's not a new concept. The term has been around for a long time, and businesses have been creating content long before it ever became a hot topic for online marketing. One of the best companies that used content marketing was Michelin. In the 1900s, Michelin was struggling to sell their tires, largely due to the fact that not many people were driving back then. Therefore, they thought about what would give their target audience a reason to get out on the roads, and that is when they created the Michelin Guides. Now, the Michelin Guides specifically aim to inform car owners of how to maintain their vehicles, but also encourage traveling in cars by listing the best hotels and restaurants to visit around the country. By providing their audience with such valuable and useful content, they were able to spark up an interest in driving amongst their readers, which resulted in more cars on the road and more need for people to buy their tires. So yes, overall it was very effective because by using this form of marketing, they were able to drive more audiences to their brand and keep those customers loyal, which made them become very successful. Today, when you look at content marketing, it looks like blogs, webinars, ebooks, and other information pieces that provide value to your customers or any other type of customers. Now, strong content strategies also incorporate with SEO, bring people to the content, and a call to action that links readers back to the business to sign up for more additional content and consider a purchase. Now, how will the future of marketing look like? In the coming years, quality will matter more than ever. In a world where content surrounds us, people will look for the content that is high in value. Content will also move into other venues and formats. Now, we all know content marketing is constantly changing. So, these are 5 simple tips to get you started on creating a more engaging content. Number 1 is video content. It's a fact that people are more drawn to video than any other content. You see it all over social media nowadays. Now, the second step would be more visual. If you're not using image in your content marketing, then start using those images because like video, audiences respond more to visuals. Third thing is understand your audience. Your content should be clear, useful, and provide answer for your audience. Don't make your audience go and research about a product. Be clear about them. Integration. You should be aiming to reach your audience across multiple channels to make the most out of your content. A good place would be to start with your email marketing list and social media. The fifth thing, which is the last thing, the more you try, stop selling. Don't try to pitch to your audience with an aggressive and self-serving marketing tactics. The more you try that, the more they will be uninterested about your content or your product. So stop making all about you and try to engage with the audience in a conversation by focusing more on amusing and educating them. That will be the first term that I have just talked about. So moving on to the second term. Our second term is astroturfing. Astroturfing is a fake grassroots campaign that seeks to create the impression of a legitimate buzz or interest in a product, service, or even idea. Often this movement is motivated by a payment or gift to the writer of a post, basically. Now, specific movement is Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America in Every Town. It's basically a website or movement which is considered to be a fake grassroots. How, you ask? Well, apparently the group and their 156 staff of employees just slide up in the back of some protest and take a picture, hoping that when they post it on their website, people will notice that everyone else in the protest is facing the other way. So is it really effective in my opinion? In my opinion, no. I don't believe it is effective, but you can argue both sides because in the long run it is most definitely not, since whoever is establishing this kind of network to make money will eventually be caught and will have to be deleted from the social realm and face the consequences. However, in the short run, it is effective because these people are smart. They're taking people's donation, not doing anything about what they promised to do, or and will continue to build other movements, products, services which seem legitimate and make money off the public. So, how would one go about finding out and proving that an organization is an astroturfer? The worst part of it all is you can't find out which organization are masquerading as grassroots. Most organizations wouldn't blatantly headline the fact that they are supported or started by a very biased party. Other websites that have been known for establishing fake grassroots are CNN, NBC, New York Times, Political, and Talking Points Memo. So, although the term astroturfing was not yet developed, an early example of the practice was in Act 1, Scene 2 of Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar. In the play, Cassius writes fake letters from the public to convince Brutus to assassinate Caesar. Moreover, in the early 1900s, disposable cup vendor Dixie Cups convinced travelers that to avoid public drinking cups found in trains and shops through a pamphlet called the Cup Campaigner. The pamphlet warned that the public drinking cups could spread disease and did not disclose that the message was commercially motivated. Eventually, the term astroturfing was first coined in 1985 by the U.S. Senator Lloyd Bentsen in Dallas, Texas, when he said, "A fellow from Texas can tell the difference between grassroots and astroturf." This is generated mail. Benson was technically describing amount of cards and letters sent to his office to promote insurance industry interest. And that was my second term. My third term is crowdfunding. Crowdfunding refers to the act of soliciting donation or investment from online users outside the organization who collectively raise money to support a cause or to underwrite a project. How is this used? Well, a specific website such as Go Get Funding, which is a London-based fundraising site, can be used to raise money for anything from paying a pet's medical bill to even creating a short film about your life. Now, the pros of this website is that it can be used for public or private project. Anyone can post a project, easy to use. However, some limitation is there are fewer businesses and entrepreneurial projects on there. So is it very effective or not? Yeah, well, I believe it is because it is one of the easiest way to establish an amount of money needed just by going on the site and creating a short film about your life, or posting project or doing something. You raise money fast. An example would be one of my friend whose name I wish not to say because I forgot to ask permission, who ended up in a motorcycle accident, and he ended up having to go into surgery about 3 times. And to help him with the medical bills, his girlfriend had created a profile on Go Get Funding to raise money for him, and within a day or a couple hours, I believe, they were able to raise $2,000 already. And this just proves how effective this website is. Not surprisingly, crowdfunding as a concept wasn't born out of the internet age. The web just made things a lot easier. The idea that multiple people could just club together to see an idea through to fruition is actually, well, not that innovative. Way back in 1713, a Pope Alexander Pope took advantage subscription to translate Homer's Iliad from Greek into English. It was a 7-year project that saw a single volume produced each year. Moreover, when France wanted to build the France built the Statue of Liberty for the US back in the 19th century, she was shipped across the Atlantic Ocean in pieces to be assembled stateside. However, the US did struggle to raise the required amount of money, which was $250,000, to build a granite plant to house her. With a number of potential funding conduits, Exhausted, publisher Joseph Pulitzer launched a fundraising campaign in his newspaper, The New York World, which ultimately raised enough cash from a staggering 160,000 donors to cover the remaining $100,000 needed to erect the statue. History is littered with similar escapades, but with the arrival of the internet era, things have opened up greatly. So today, you can take your pick from many crowdfunding platforms, including GoFundMe, Rocket Hub, Kickstarter. Although most of these don't offer anything in the way of equity, other sites have arrived on the scene to cater for this, including Microventure, CircleUp, Crowdcube. So here we are in 2017, and crowdfunding is an acceptable, viable, and increasingly popular means of getting an idea off the ground. Coming into my last term, which is crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing refers to the act of soliciting content, ideas, or skills from online users outside your organization who collectively help you solve a problem. Great organization would be 99 Design because it is a well-earned reputation. It has a well-earned reputation as a thriving design crowdsourcing company. 99 Design brings together the talents and skills of many designers from all over the world, small and big businesses that both need to create brand awareness to effectively market their product and service they offer. By them deciding to crowdsource a design or logo for their organization, it builds awareness in the creative community right away and increases anybody's chance for an effective and revenue boosting logo and brand identity. In addition to logo, 99 Design can help you organize with or can help your organization with projects like web design, banner advertisement, product packaging design, social media page design, both ebook and hard copy book cover design. Also, the website features 100% money back guarantee to crowdsourcers, but with nearly 1 trillion talented freelancers working in collaboration with 99 Design, you're almost certain to find exactly what you need. They also offer unlimited revision as part of every contract, and you can even set up a project as a contest for freelancers. So overall, is it effective? Yes, because no matter who you are in the world, your ideas, content, skills are needed and could be used effectively as well as make you a good amount of revenue. Moreover, a lot of company uses crowdsourcing for their benefits. So in 2006, Jeff Howe, a writer at Wired magazine, came up with a new concept for the internet, and he called it crowdsourcing. He defined the word crowdsourcing as the act of outsourcing tasks traditionally performed by an employee or contractor to an undefined large group of people or community, which a crowd, through an open call. Now, crowdsourcing is a distributed problem-solving and production model. In the classic use of the term, problems are broadcast to an unknown group of solvers in the form of an open call for solution. Users, also known as the crowd, typically form into an online communities, and the crowd submits solution. The crowd sometimes also sorts through the solution, finding the best ones. So indeed, crowdsourcing rise is starting to affect not only major business sectors but also government. For example, Barack Obama used the power of the crowd to help him get elected, and the UK's coalition government has adopted crowdsourcing to help them gather ideas from the electorate and on how to adapt and improve laws under the Your Freedom initiative. Moreover, global corporation has even started to adapt crowdsourcing. Pepsi and Unilever tap the power of the crowd to gather in creating advertising concept from the consumer. Dell launched a platform called IdeaStorm to collect product ideas from their consumer, so pushing innovation and idea generation out beyond their walls to the masses. Lastly, crowdsourcing is basically, as you can tell, one of the fast-growing web trends. It may be that even in a few years, every organization will use crowdsourcing in one way or another. And to help them generate ideas more effectively, it will help them generate ideas more effectively. It will help them launch more inspirational product, to outsource work more rapidly and cost effectively, as well as to ultimately define a new organization model. So when you're hearing all this information, what do you think? Of course it's effective, it's been successful. All these terms have been successful because they have evolved into something further through the generation of technology, and it will continue to evolve even more. Therefore, I say thank you for listening to my video, and I hope that the four terms that I have described have brought new knowledge to your minds, and have a blessed day.